Oh, the cats are fighting. Whoa. Hey, hey, stop fighting. Hey. Okay. All right, there we go. Sorry, the cat started fighting. Stop it. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. I wanted to get on here. You know, there's only like 2 more days left of Celebration, so I'm featuring one of my favorite products from that, along with a little bit of old stuff, or not old stuff, but stuff that's already in the catalog. Don't forget, so the Celebration, so the hippo that I showed you the other day, the paper I'm going to show you today, any of the free items. Remember, if you place an order of $50 or more, you get a free item. And it's while supplies last. So as the stuff, as they start selling out, things will, I'm not sure if this is actually sold out, but some of you might already have it, so you can still use it for inspiration. And I think the layout's kind of fun too. So I think that'll be a good, it'll be a good little card today. It's not a very complicated card, but that's okay too. Sometimes it's nice to have easy cards. And I'm finding that obviously with my knee, I can't sit for too long. I'm learning the hard way. Like, I'll sit and I'm like, oh yeah, this feels like it's fine. And then I'm like, maybe not so much. So anyway, so yeah, so I just wanted to get on here and do a card that was relatively simple, and we'll just go from there. Let's see. This is my favorite punch. I need to get out. Yeah, we'll get out my 2 punches to see what label we'll use. I might see if there's another label here handy, but because I think there's another one that I have here, but I don't know if these are retired. These are retired, I think. Let's see if I have another one over here. I like to use one that you guys can use now. Hippo, windmill, stitch with whimsy. I don't know if there's any. Oh, there's one there. Oh, it's not big enough. Okay. Well, that's okay. We'll just use the other. That's great. Anyway, okay. So let me go ahead. It's a Frozen inspired card today. A lot of things can be Frozen inspired because, you know, everything that's wintry makes you think of Frozen, you know, at least if you're a Disney fan. Oh, and don't forget the host code for this month. So until the end of August, this is the host code. And then after, starting September 1st, I'll have a new one. So, yeah. So, all right, guys, let's go ahead and let's get started on our card. I can't wait to show you this new stamp set too, which I thought I was telling you guys about this stamp set the other day, and I wasn't sure. Oops, something happened. There we go. There we go. I had moved something. Hit a little. There we go. There we go. Okay. I don't know. Come on. Come on, phone. There we go. Sorry, guys. I hope I'm not making you sick. I'm just trying to get it to stand tightly. It keeps shifting on me. There we go. I think it's going to hold now. All right. So sorry I'm making you sick. That wasn't my goal. So this stamp set is so good. It's by one of our $1 million sales. It doesn't say who did it. Oh, yeah, Lisa Corcio? Yeah, Lisa Corcio is the one that came up with this. It's only sentiments, but it's a really good one. It's almost as good. I mean, it's actually as good as this one here. And you guys have seen me use this one here on the left a bunch because of the fact that it has lots of different fonts, you know, and just instead of just one. So this one's really good. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays. So tiny, so precious. Congratulations. Wishing you wonderful everything just for you because you totally deserve it. Not that you need it. What's new? Good luck. Faith over fear. Super mega fantastic news. Woohoo. Hey there. Beyond grateful. Everything will be okay, and thank you. I chose this stamp here, Faith Over Fear. I don't know. I just found it to be fitting for I found it to be fitting for Frozen, even though that's not necessarily a direct sentiment exactly in the movie. To me, I guess it's a little bit like that. And the paper I'm using, I showed you guys my paper share from the other day, how I'd shown this to you before, how I'd gotten all these different types of paper that were included in our kit. And yeah. So this is the Storybook Gnome paper. And it's so cute. Hey, cut it out. Cut it out. Okay, so I had originally started with this paper here. The reason why I'm using this paper, to me, it's a very Frozen inspired, because it has that stitching, and you know, it's very Scandinavian looking, I guess, in my opinion. The back side of this paper has these gnomes that you can actually cut out. Oftentimes with a sheet of paper like this, I would actually just cut out this gnome as is and glue them onto my paper. Here is another one that is so cute. I don't know. I find this one to be a very sweet paper. I just love these sweet little gnomes. I just found them to be so cute with the little animals. Here's some scraps. Here's another one. I made a card. I showed you guys the one I made for my sister with the mushrooms. I need to mail it to her. The other side of the paper has these great snowflakes, but I made it... she loves mushrooms. She just loves mushrooms and all that kind of like fun, whimsical stuff with mushrooms. And so, and this little wintry one is a fun one. I love this tree side. I like non-traditional abstract trees. So this is a perfect tree paper for me. Yeah, that's one of my faves. This one is also a fun paper, very whimsical. And the back side has, oh, it had snowflakes too. I didn't realize that. This can be another Frozen inspired card. I didn't see the back side. This is my favorite sheet out of the entire pack. And it's this winter scene. It's just very subtle. I love the watercolor look. I don't know. I'm just in love with it. And then the back side had this. Now this could be very Frozen too. Frozen inspired. But so, okay. So it's the gnome. This is the Storybook Gnome paper that we're using. And I'm using the Celebration item, the free Celebration item. This is the silver and gold paper. And so it comes with the gold. And so you can see, I don't know if you can tell that it's silver or gold. This is gold. I think you can tell better with the dots than with the stripes. It's gold stripes and see the gold dots, polka dots. And they're abstract polka dots. They're not like uniform. And I kind of like that. And then the silver stripes and the, pumpkins just decided, and the silver polka dots. Hey, Bubba, can you play with this? You want this? Go get it. He's trying to get something underneath his carrier. They sleep in their carriers. They actually like their carriers. So this is the silver and gold 6x6 specialty paper. It's kind of hard to see the designs of this paper in the little pamphlet that you guys got in the mail. And so this pamphlet, it's in the back here, but it's really hard to tell what it is. I think it's better in person. And so I wanted to showcase it before it runs out. One, before it runs out, and two, so you have the chance to get it before Celebration ends. Okay. All right, so all I did was take a normal card base. So what I was going to do originally was I was going to make a card base. This was my original Frozen idea, was just a normal balmy blue card base and this. And obviously that's very, you know, Frozen inspired, but I just wanted a little something more. So I decided to save that for another day. And I thought, what if I really wanted some like shininess to the card? And so originally I was going to have just a little perfectly quartered shape. I was going to have it cut just in the 1/4 inch, just a small strip. Oh, this was it. This was what I had originally. I was like, okay, I'm going to have this. But you can barely see that silver at all. And I just thought, I mean, it's fine, but you can barely see any of the shine. I really wanted more. I always want more shine. That is Jennifer's MO, to always have more shininess, more fabulousness. So I had this leftover scrap from the original cut, and I thought, okay, this is perfect. Now, granted, it's not perfectly measured in its layering. I mean, it is on the corners, which is what I was going for. But I thought that was kind of a cool layout as well. That you're seeing a lot of the shine here. You're still seeing a tiny bit of it here. And you're still getting the effect of this paper here. And the Scandinavian looking sweater. But not necessarily the, what's the word? The, it's not, I mean, I don't know why I can't think of any words in the moment, but it's not necessarily a traditional cut like we would normally have. And so, but that's okay. I kind of like it. And so let me, okay. Sorry about that. My alarm went off. All right. So it's not a traditional cut. So that's going to be our layering. Then we're going to put our sentiment, the faith over fear. And I think I'll just use this postage stamp because it's my favorite always. And we're going to be using some of this to add a little more extra sparkle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer this on top. Look at this cute little gnome. How cute is he? I hate to cover him up. This is why you buy the full pack. This sampling that I have is not enough of a sample. But see, because I have it now, it makes me want to buy a full package because I have this little sample that I got with my class of my friend Candy. Okay, oops. Yeah, I guess I wanted it a little bit more, but that's okay. And then I want to make sure I have plenty of ribbon. I actually am going to tie it around. I want to tie it in a bow. I was thinking of tying it right here, but I might tie it around the entire blue card. Let's see how this looks if I tie it right here. Let's see. I'm not sure who's watching, but thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let's see. Let's tie a generic bow right here for now. This isn't my final. This is my tester. And I only have one sheet, so I couldn't make two, like, you know, the Betty Crocker. I think I want to tie it. I don't normally do that. I don't normally tie around the entire inside of a card, but I'm going to do it this time. I think it needs it because I think having these off center and then having this ribbon off center is like a little too much. So of an abstract look. So let's go ahead and let's glue this on. And so it's still a 1/4 inch on the sides here, but then we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap our bow. We're going to wrap our ribbon around the bottom here. I tend to like the ribbon wrapped around the bottom, but we can try it at the top actually, and then I can have my sentiment down below. That's good. I just know I want this bow right here. Let's see how much I'm going to need. I usually don't cut until I'm pretty sure what I'm going to need. And so I might need to retie it, but this is plenty. Yeah, that's good. Let me get my scissors here. Now with this particular organdy ribbon, I tend to use these are Tim Holtz scissors, but I mean, our paper snips are good too. These are serrated edge, which we don't sell from Stampin' Up. I love the serrated edge because there's, as you can see, there's all these little confetti pieces on it. You don't want to just use your average paper scissors every time because eventually they will kind of like break down. Because the serrated edge scissors are really sharp, you know. So this organdy ribbon is so cute and very, very Frozen inspired. So let's fix this bow here, get it nice and tight. Now that I have plenty of ribbon. Sometimes I can do it perfectly on there and I don't need to tie it twice, but the organdy is, it leaves a good bow, but it's also, oh, it's so cute. I love this organdy ribbon. And then I can always shift my ribbon over. So like if you moved it a little too far one way or another, you can always just shift it a little. It'll slide. Okay, and I just want to pull my little pieces to the side here. There we go. And so now let's trim this. So see, I only wasted like 1.5 inches of ribbon in the end, because I sew 1 inch, maybe 2 inches of ribbon. And so that's you know, you don't want to waste too much of your ribbon, but so pretty, right? So, and glittery, which is exactly what I like. And then we're going to go ahead. Oh, I need my scrap of paper. So let me get my white here. And I think I'm going to use, let's try the Balmy Blue and see how it looks with, I don't want to use black. I feel like Balmy Blue is good. Let's see. I got this Balmy Blue as a gift from Stampin' Up! When I attended one of their conferences. It was the first new stamp pad, and it was one of the first full-size stamp pads that I ever had, because I usually use the ink spots, and so now I'm using the full-size stamp pads all the time. But all right, so let's see. Oh, good. This punch is like just right. It's just right. I love the postage stamp punch. It is my favorite punch. I use it every chance I get. It's just so versatile. I don't know. To me, it's the perfect punch. I like the oval as well. See, we might have been able to get away with the oval, but you know, the postage stamp one is just so dang good. Okay, so cute. So cute. So cute, right? So then I was going to put this here. Actually, I think I might put it over there. I'm going to pop it in 3D. I'm going to put it, and then we should add some rhinestones. I always got to add a little extra shine. I mean, it is a Frozen inspired card. I mean, hello, Elsa would definitely have lots of rhinestones. And so, let's see, do I have a new pack? Okay. Oh, I thought I had a pack that was open. I guess not. It's weird. I could have used the mini ones. I just didn't. Oh, this was a scrap of printer paper or cardstock I had printed on. I really don't waste stuff. I mean, if it's not usable, I'll get rid of it. But I've been really happy. I've been purging a lot of my like Legos and puzzles and things. I've been just purging a lot of things in a good way, you know, because once I had done them, I don't know, it's been kind of nice purging out all this stuff. Okay, so let's see, do I like it here or do I like it over here? No, I guess the opposite of the bow. I think that's why I like it a little bit better over here. because the bow is over on the right, so we'll want the sentiment over on the left. Yeah, that looks just about straight. There it is. Okay, and we'll add a couple rhinestones. Let's see. Yeah. So I actually think instead of the iridescent ones, I'm going to add the real rhinestones because the silver paper in the background just is screaming for the same. And so they match, essentially. So this is a half a pack someone gave me. Cute. This was an easy card. Look, only 20 minutes. Such an easy layout, but yet still a nice effect. Like how pretty would this be as a Christmas card or a birthday card? I mean, so cute. I'm gonna put a few rhinestones on the label here. And so actually that's a really good effect because, hi Marcia. Yeah, it's a Frozen inspired card today, Marcia. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so I mean, it's a fun little, let's see, am I going the wrong direction? Yeah, I was moving the wrong direction. I thought I was moving it toward, like, toward the camera, and I was moving it away from the camera. But look at the rhinestones mimic the silver paper perfectly on the label. So yeah, I mean, I just thought the faith over fear was such a great sentiment, one. And then two, I just thought it fit the Frozen concept easily because the only reason why Anna's able to save her sister was one, of course, she loved her sister, but she also was able to save her because she had faith that she would just be able to save her. You know what I mean? Like that she would just, that she would be the one to save her, I guess. To me, it was, she was brave. I like that a lot of the princesses are very brave in this era where they're like just strong and not always, you know, being saved. I don't know. I think it's kind of fun. Oh, you know what I forgot to add, guys? I forgot to add my layer on the inside. I've been starting to add these on the inside. Let me trim this real quick. Since I had this scrap, the best way to use these thin scraps is to use it on the inside of a card, because I mean, you can use it on the front of cards too. I just find that if you have too many of these little thin ones laying around, they eventually just get thrown away, you know. But this is a good piece to put on the inside. I love to decorate the inside of a card. I just find it to be very sweet. Little surprise for whoever gets it. And it shows it's a handmade card too. Because, you know, you don't really, whoops, it slid away. I pulled too hard on it. And it's a little actually too long. I think my white was a little too short. That's good enough. Cute. There we go. Such a good card. Yeah. Balmy blue is very Frozen. I agree. Well, you know what I was trying to do? I was going to show you guys in my mind. I was trying to actually use Pacific Point, and I was trying to use the Anna colors initially along with this, but I couldn't get this balmy blue because to me the stitching here makes me think of Anna more than it does Elsa, but the colors are very Elsa. And so I was trying to get this stitching over here on the Anna colors, because you know she always has this like Pacific Point skirt, and then she has the cape that has this melon mambo and then like a blackberry bliss with it. And so I was trying, but it just didn't work. I could not get it to match. And so as you can see, it just doesn't work. But I'll make an Anna card another day. It's harder for me to make Anna cards. It's easier to make Elsa cards just because, well, I mean, she's obviously a snow queen. So it's really easy to make a bunch of snowflakey cards, you know, and her costumes are always, you know, snowflake looking. And so it's, I think, just a little bit easier. So, well, thanks for tuning in and, you know, checking out my simple yet pretty card. And I love this layout. This might be my new favorite layout for a card. And you save quite a bit of your designer series paper. Now, granted, I wouldn't save a ton of this designer series paper. I don't always use 2 designers series papers because I don't know. To me, it often feels clashy to use 2 together, but clearly not. I need to maybe try that a little bit more and be a little more adventurous with it. And I don't always tie all the way around my card, but I did this time. I used all my organdy ribbon. I'm usually like a cheater and I'll just use a tiny bit of my ribbon, but this time I'll use quite a bit. And Balmy Blue just looks so good. And so, and don't forget, this is the Storybook Gnome paper, and this silver and gold paper is from the Celebration items. So if you want to earn your free items, you want to make sure that you order $50 or more between now and the 31st, and you can get free items. And so, hi, Sylvia. I'm glad to see you. And so make sure you check that out. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. Oh, and here's the host code when you go to order. There's my host code until August 31st. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. I'm glad this was such a quick card. You know, live and learn. So, all right. Have a good day. Thanks, guys.